I was on the roof about 2 weeks ago, with the full intention of ending my life. My girlfriend of 3 years had broken up with me after cheating on me for 6 months. What's more, she might have given me an STD from that little encounter. I was unemployed, and my meager savings was not going to cover much of anything next week. And to top it off, most of my friends were not in the area, and my immediate family was still rather pissed at me for my decision to start work rather than attempt an associate's degree. So yes, I was not seeing a lot of good reasons to keep going. I sat on the ledge, swinging my feet into space off the top of my 14th-floor apartment building, feeling that giddy, self-destructive tingle in my feet that I always get when I'm near a steep drop-off. It was cold, and I could see a few cars slipping along the dark streets oddly. I worried for a second I would hit one on the way down, and thereby go from tragic suicide to an asshole. I was laughing at how dumb that was to worry about when I heard the guy behind me say, "The hell you doing?" I whipped around, kind of wobbling for a second, and saw some big guy in a blue suit smoking a cigarette. He had dark hair, was really pale. I hadn't seen him on the way up, and didn't really remember hearing the door open or shut. Then again, my mind was kinda elsewhere. He gestured to me, saying, "You gonna jump or something?" Yeah, I guess. Are you like a cop or something?" I felt stupid asking, but he had that weird aura of authority I always associate with cops. That's all I needed, to get arrested. He kinda chuckled, taking a deep drag. "Nah, just up for the view. Got nobody to live for, nothing to stick around for." I sighed and gave him a nutshell of what was going on. It felt somewhat good to tell someone, but at the same time, it made me feel like even a bigger loser. He laughed at me, more of a chuckle, but still, it seemed kinda misplaced for the situation. He lit a new cigarette off his old one and nodded at me. "Okay, kiddo, that's pretty bad, but let me make you a deal. You go ahead and jump, and you'll get loose of all this. However, as soon as I finish my smoke, I'm gonna go downstairs and wait for you to hit. Before anyone else gets there, I'm gonna steal your wallet, and I'm gonna use your driver's license to look up who you are. I'm gonna hack into your social networking stuff and find everyone who you've loved or has ever loved you, and I'm gonna hurt them for a while, then kill them." I just stared, somehow positive I'd just hallucinated that somehow. I didn't even speak, just stared at this psycho. "I'm gonna kidnap some, and torture them out in the woods for hours before I gut them and leave them for the wolves. I'm gonna shoot others in their cars, letting them roll on in the wreckage as they try to figure out why their lungs won't expand anymore. I will butcher loved ones, classmates, every friend you've known." He didn't even sound excited while he said this, like he was telling me the time. "What the fuck is wrong with you? You can't do that! You fucking psycho!" I was shaking, and not at all from the cold. This guy, I didn't know him from anyone. It was possible. It was insane, but this guy had a weird aura around him. As I watched him, I didn't for 1 second think he was telling a lie. "The hell do you care? You're gonna be dead. You're opting out of giving a shit about the world. You don't get to bitch about what happens after you leave." He just kept staring at me with this blank expression. I freaked out. I jumped back on the roof and just ran like hell for my apartment. I called the cops, saying some guy had been on the roof, threatened my life. When they showed up, he was long gone. Nobody in the apartment knew him. I'd never seen him before or since. I ended up not getting an STD and managed to find a shitty job at the local grocery store, but I did have to move to a much smaller apartment. Still not really over my girlfriend, but it'll take time. I still think about that night, now and then. It was just so incredibly odd. I don't think I'll ever really forget it. I have no idea if the guy was bullshitting, but I really don't think he was. It looks so dumb on paper, but if you could have seen him, heard him, you wouldn't really question it either. How sick of a person do you have to be to save them from suicide by threatening them with something so horrible they don't dare leave the world unsupervised? Every time I see an unsolved, horrific murder on the news, I wonder. People ask me what I think happened that night. I tell them I think the devil saved my life.